So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw ahead of Sunday's trip to Dewsbury. Just a reflection on the Sheffield game. Having looked back on it, what are your thoughts on that performance?
Yeah, look, we're a little bit frustrated because we're definitely heading in the right direction, but the frustration comes from we probably created as many opportunities as Sheffield did. We did some really good stuff with the ball, and we're doing some good stuff in patches, but not consistently. There's stuff out there, and we've got to appreciate it's a young group, but the majority of them are quite young, and we've just got to learn to manage games and finish the sets a little bit better and look at that process. But like I say, we did create a lot of opportunities on the day and we didn't take them. We scored some good tries, but there's 4 or 5 there. We'd been a bit smarter and got over the line, and then obviously I think we would have kicked on, especially a couple of points in the game where we was 6 points down or 12 points down, and we had to get that next score. And the frustration lies with defensively. A couple of their tries are really sloppy. We defend 6 sets on the line and let a dummy half try in. A couple of tries from kicks, last play tries. So there's areas of improvement. I did think it was a step in the right direction. With the personnel we had missing as well. No Massa, no Palfrey, no Moores, some really experienced players, and then losing the blokes on the day. We can't seem to catch a break at the minute, but we'll keep working hard, and the harder you work, the luckier you get, and that's what we'll be doing this weekend and this week in preparation for Dewsbury.
And has the week just been about patching up bodies? Are there any lads likely to return on Sunday?
Doubtful. We'll have a look at it. Lewis Hatton will probably come back into contention. Rob, we're not sure on yet. Just with them ribs, we've got to be 100% certain. So he'll run through some checks and some tests this evening, and we'll probably make a call late on Rob. Otherwise, there's not many back this week. Palfrey won't play this week. Moores won't play. Tayara won't play. There's a long list. Dave Allen got a concussion. He'll be missing. Just with that protocol there, he was a bit dusty on Monday and Tuesday, so he'll be unable to play. Dec Gregory is also out, and Taylor Welsh is out. So there's quite a few there. It'll probably be easier for me to tell you who is playing than who's not. And on the back of those injuries that we picked up prior to the game, Toby Adamson's done his ribs and Luke Addison's broke his thumb. So it's a long list. And like I say, it's just one of those things. We had a small squad at the start of the season, and it's a lot of pressure on these young lads. But the more experience they get, the better they're going to be better for it, and they're not letting anyone down at the moment.
So you mentioned the hookers, Moores and Gregory are both out there, but you've brought in Jonah Cunningham on loan from Lee Centurions. How pleased are you to get that signing over the line? Yeah,
really satisfied with it. We've been down on 9s with Ryan going as well, and then unfortunately them two have been picked up injuries, and we've not had Morgan Smith available to us. He's been featuring for Warrington, or he's been in their squad. So to get player Jonah's quality over the line, and for him to be available at this stage of the season is really good. And he's a young lad who just needs some game time. He's played the first team at Saints, and he's featured at Lee this year on loan from there as well. So we're really excited to see how he goes. And he'll slot in. He's a great kid, and we played against him last year. He had some games for Sheffield as well, and he impressed us then. So it's good to have him on board for a month initially, and he'll cover those injuries. He can play a little bit of 13 as well, and he's a game lad, and he's not frightened to put himself about. So he'll fit in really well, and it's a good pickup for us at this stage of the season.
And obviously travelling to Dewsbury, it's a place that last year you struggled with, and a couple of poor performances up there. Are they out of your mind completely going into this game?
Yeah, it's totally, the focus is in front of us. But they're on a pretty poor run as well. They've lost the last 8 games. So they'll be, pinpointing this and targeting this as a game, to get 2 points in, and they beat us convincingly. They start the season as well. So we've not performed against Dewsbury, since that round 1 victory, which seems a long time ago. The start of the championship season last year, and they're pretty similar to ourselves. They're doing some good stuff, but in patches and not consistently. And they've also had a lot of ins and outs, and their spine has been inconsistent. Sykes has had a few games missing. Moore has. They've had Ansel in there, and the 9s weekends. I think Crowther played at 9 at London last week, and he's a back rower by trade. So they've been a little bit inconsistent as well, and that's when then results are coming from. So two teams there who are desperate to win and probably down on confidence a little bit. So I'm sure you'll see that desperation in both teams play on the weekend.